Wow, that was a lot of data. Did any of the results surprise you? What do you notice about the length of the shadows throughout the days? Yes, it changed. It was longest in the morning at 8 a.m. and got shorter until 2 p.m. After 2 p.m. it got a little longer again, but was still shorter compared to the beginning of the day. Was it roughly the same pattern every day? Yes. The pattern of longer shadows in the morning and shorter shadows in the afternoon was the same every day. But did you notice the daily measurements decreased gradually over 3 weeks? I wonder why that happened. How did the bar graph help us to identify patterns in the length of the shadows over time? Scientists use graphs to help them analyze their data and find patterns. This is particularly helpful when they've collected a lot of data and want a clear way to visualize and see what might be happening. In this lesson, I'd like you to practice this skill by completing a bar graph I've started for you in the chart data section of your Twig book. To do this, you'll need to look at the data we've collected in the Shadow Investigation Data Week 1 to Week 3 handout. In this handout, you'll find data for the first 3 weeks of our investigation. I've used this data to draw this graph. Can you see how I've labeled the Y and X axes? Yes, I put the time of day along the X axis, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. And along the Y-axis, I put the length of the shadows recorded at these times in centimeters. What do you think these different colored bars on each time mean? That's right, they represent the different dates we collected data. We collected data on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of each week. That means over 3 weeks, we collected data for three days over 3 weeks, which is 3 times 3 equals 9 days. On this graph, I've drawn bars for 7 days worth of data, each in a different color so we can clearly see each day. So, if we look at my graph so far, you can see that the red bars represent the first day's data, with a red bar for each time we took a shadow measurement. To complete the graph, you need to add bars for the last 2 days, May 12th and 14th. You need to add 5 measurements of shadow data for each day, which means you need to add 10 bars to the graph. Make sure to choose 2 different colors as well, one for May 12th and one for May 14th. As you can see, we're working with a lot of data, so it's important to be as clear as you can. Once you've graphed that data, take a close look at the completed graph. Do you have any ideas about why the length of shadows are changing? I also want you to look at the direction of the shadows in the Shadow Investigation Data Week 1 to Week 3 handout. How do they change throughout each day? Does it connect to any patterns you know about the sun's position in the sky? Write what you think in the Interpret Data section. And I'll see you back here